They'll be calling you a radical. I want to put up a video concerning the awarded the Olympic bid to Tokyo. The only reason they got the bid, if it wasn't for Fukushima, they wouldn't get the bid. And you're like, what? What are you talking about? Istanbul would have got the bid. They were going to get the bid. Why? The IOC and the IAEA are the exact same people. They're the most corrupt organizations in the world. For real. For real. Hey, right here in Salt Lake, right here in Utah, I knew Welch personally. I went to the open ceremonies in 2002. What a group of freaking people were at that thing. Wow, wow, wow. As their logo was, light the fire within. Now they're going to change to, we lit the fire within. This is so all you sheep out there can say, and all the sheep as they just feed you, this has been reported. You refuse to listen to it. The problem is ignorance, the American sheep, so the sheep can say, oh, it can't be that bad. They got the Olympics. It's not going to work. I can tell you right here, right now, it is not going to work. They're going right out of the Chernobyl playbook, which did work. We'd had these YouTube cameras. I'd been out here. A bunch of us had been out there then. We were fighting then, but we didn't have this medium to get out the real, because we are the media. The ice wall, the whole thing is, it's all right out of the playbook. It's a scam, and it's not going to work. You think countries are, okay, you're an athlete. By the way, all you athletes that come to Moab and train, you know how many of them, as the guy who won the Ironman died in our unit of leukemia, so many of freaking these marquee athletes are in our leukemia unit. Why? Because they moved from LA or whatever, because they think it's cool to train in Moab, southern Utah, the nuclear fallout capital of the world, 300 open air tests, it's in the dust, it's in the thing, uranium tailings, it's the most contaminated place on earth, except for maybe Chernobyl, Belarus, and the Ukraine. Look, this is a smoke screen, and to you in Istanbul and Madrid, get ready for the reopening of the bid. This ain't going to happen. Athletes aren't going to go. Countries aren't going to send their athletes. It's not going to happen. You know, I always go back to, in my book I write about, what? We boycotted the 19 Olympics for what? The invasion of Afghanistan when we made bin Laden. We are bin Laden. When we made Saddam, we are Saddam. What? What? We propped up Saddam when what? You know, what? Reagan and Bechtel let the freaking, really? American public, the very second he was inaugurated, they let him go, what? Huh? Wow. Are we really, even in this day and age, this pathetic? Yeah. It's a smoke screen. The ice wall, it's a giant smoke screen. It's a fucking joke. It's beyond a fucking joke. It's just propaganda. It's been important. This is the Pacific genocide is very, very real. This is the greatest disaster in the history of humanity. People say, oh, I'm overstating and overstating. Okay, 1 year from now, you come back and remember this. Say, oh, Kevin was overstating. Just like you guys told me I was overstating it 2 years ago. Just like Randall and Raven carried on that day. This is going to give so many people leukemia, and then 7 months later, I got leukemia. Remember this. I live exactly. You can draw a line from Fukushima, Japan to right here. I live exactly on that line. As I was contaminated as Utahns, it put me over the top. There's no fucking doubt. It's a cumulative, fools. Cancer rates are spiking in North America now. My number, 1,000 people a day, is so low. It's much more than that. It's a cumulative. Cancer survival rates were going like this till 2 years ago. They're off a cliff. These units are giantly full. Our West 8 has become our East and West 8 now. It's overflowing. People that were surviving are dying. Survival rates, and why don't we hear it? Because once it attacks you, most people are dead like that. And they're like, oh, it's God's will. Tim Shell, as thou mayest, men are responsible for their actions. Yeah, people can say what they want about me. I really don't give a fuck what any of you fucks say about me. I really don't give a fuck. The Olympics, the IOC, and the IAA are the exact identical same people. The two most corrupt organizations. As it was said, the Salt Lakes were the most corrupt Olympics ever. Well, Tokyo passed it. Well, they're never going to happen in Tokyo. I don't believe it'll ever happen in fucking Tokyo. Because this story's going to grow and grow and grow. You haven't seen nothing yet. Yeah, has it been pouring in the Pacific for 900 and some odd fucking days? Yeah, but does the American fucking sheep know? Fuck no, the sheep don't know. Fuck, the sheep are a fucking sleep like they've always been a fucking sleep. Well, they're much worse. As this morning we're having a conversation. about rush hour. I says, I remember my mom says school didn't start till 9:30 in the United States when she was a little girl. Rush hour used to be between 8 and 9. Then it was fucking between 7 and 8, between 6. It's 4:30 in the morning now. As you fucking shit. Old generations would have said, fuck you. Are you kidding me? But you're your own fucking worst enemy as they feed you this demographic and you just go, the GOP is, they're not conservatives, they're regressives. Aggressive regressives. And I used to call the Democrats the butterflies, but what an insult, the butterflies. The aggressive regressives. You know, if they had their way here, the women would be wearing burqas, back to the fucking cave. You're your own worst fucking enemy. You'll fucking go work 10 fucking jobs at fucking 12, 13 fucking dollars a fucking, really? When the average American in 1975 made $106,000 a year, the average athlete only made 3 times the average working class American. Why? Because we had tariffs. We had usury laws. What? So, that fucking, we gotta get a gun, we gotta get a gun, the terrorists are getting us, some terrorists are getting us. The IOC and the IAEA are fucking the biggest terrorists in human history. They're the fucking terrorists. That's what this is all about. Check it out. The IOC and the IAEA, these are people with names. They're people. Most 2 corrupt organizations in the fucking world. World Health Organization, the UN, they're all in bed together. They're the same fucking atomic, nuclearism, General Electric fucking cabal of evil. That's what this is about. Ain't gonna happen. Olympics ain't gonna happen in Tokyo. Ain't gonna happen. Stay tuned.